Hi, welcome to my public journal. Today, I set out to publish the NPM package. So if you have been following the past couple of videos, you would have heard that I was working on a CLI tool that was going to be published as an NPM package. So that is what I worked on today. And there were a couple of cleanups that I needed to do. I also ended up running into a couple of issues that I needed to fix, but eventually I was able to fix it and publish the package to NPM. Funny enough, by the time I published it, then I realized that all this while I had my directory name spelled wrongly. So I had to republish it. So in the first place, I had to get rid of the very first one that I published. So fortunately, NPM has a way that you unpublish a package if it has not been more than 72 hours. So I read. So I went ahead to unpublish that, made the changes to the package name, then published the new one. So currently, the newest version is available on NPM. And let me walk you through what it looks like and how to use it. Finally, the CLI tool has now been published to NPM as an NPM package. And that is what you are looking at on my screen right now. So if you go to NPM and you search for snippets-CLI, you should find this package. And it's still a work in progress, but the goal of this tool is to allow developers to interact with the code snippets platform right from their terminal or command line. And it has been simplified for as long as you're working in JavaScript. Maybe after this, I can start looking into creating something for Python as well. But for now, it's an NPM package and ready to be used. So let me do a quick demonstration. I mean, the README is here. You can go through it or skim through it to appreciate what it is. But if I hover on this and I copy the command npm install snippets-CLI. So let's go to a terminal, and this terminal, we are in this directory, that is my directory, and let's go ahead and install this. So npm I is standing for install, then the package name. We are installing this is going to download all the necessary files as node models, as you can see, as node models in here. And yep, this is what we have. And we have this version 0.02. So the snippets CLI version 0.02. Funny enough, I published version 0.01 and I realized that I spelled the package name wrongly, so I had to go update it and make it version 0.02. And yep, let's see how we can use it now that this has been installed. Because we didn't install it globally, when we want to use it locally, we have to say nps, then the command that we use is snippets. Then there are a couple of commands like list is going to list everything that you have access to, so all snippets that are available that you have access to. So as you can see, we have 1, 2, like you go through all of these and choose any one of them that you want to use. So let's say it was this particular, let's choose any of them, say this, then enter the file path to save the snippet. I have not created any file. Assuming you are working in a file and you just wanted to insert a snippet in there, you would have to choose that particular file. But since I was not working in any file, let's create a new file called test.js. And just so, let's say my test.js, so that you know that it's a new file I'm creating. Then hit enter. It says snippet was added. Yeah, I can see a couple of things here. I need to clean up my console logs, but yeah, I guess this is the ID, and no configuration file found is such that when you are going to grab something from the database, we are checking if you are logged in. So there are certain instances where you need to be logged in to perform particular actions. So that is why I have this console log, but I would eventually clean it up. Then let's inspect this file. Yes, so now you can see that something has been inserted in that file. So that is the code that was gotten from the database attached to our platform. So essentially that is how to use it. There are a couple of other commands. For instance, I could use nps snippets, then get, then I'll pass the ID to it for it to get it. I can do login if I want to log in. I can do create. So I've written the documentation here. You can go through the documentation to see exactly what can be done. If you're curious and you want to test it out, please test it out and give a feedback. Currently, there may be some slight delays because the backend is being hosted on a free instance on Render. If you've watched the previous videos, you probably would have seen that. And because there are limited resources, there is sometimes a delay, especially if I'm anticipating that if a lot of people are using it at the same time, we're going to have some delays. But not to worry, it's still work in progress. Hopefully, I get to improve upon it. And when we eventually launch, we are going to make provision for better resources to cater for some of these things. Yeah, so I want to hear from you what you think, but I'm so excited that this is finally published to NPM. Maybe I will start looking into how do I get a package for Python so that those of you who will be using Python can also benefit from it. But yeah, that is what I wanted to show you today. All right, what do you think about it too? I want to hear your thoughts. Go ahead and drop it in a comment section. Once again, thank you so much for watching. If you are new here or you're yet to subscribe to the channel, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And also, if you want to build something, see this as some sort of motivation to also start building something for yourself and keep learning in the process. We only get better by practicing, and that is what my goal has been, to practice and get better, but then in a process motivate you to also start practicing and getting better. Thank you for watching this video. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.